Discipleship in the past typically was when you come to church, you leave your emotions at the door and you deal with the very spiritual part of you. And then you can pick up all that emotional stuff when you go out. You don't actually deal with who you are on the inside.
I couldn't deal with conflict at all. I had an anger problem and I had an alcohol problem and I needed to face a lot of things. I knew that everything in my life needed to change.
I just didn't think that it was important for me to kind of deal with those emotions. My Christian life is supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be, free from all problems and conflicts.
What I thought I knew and I thought the way things should be was not the case. I didn't do hurt, I didn't do sadness, I didn't do anger.
The depression came right after I dropped out of college and I didn't have anything to do. And I had hit a wall and I didn't know what it was. I felt like I was stuck.
My 35-year-old aunt died at 9/11. Our family, for the most part, we're all Christians, but we never grieved her loss. I just didn't know how.
Through EHS, I realized that there was a lot of brokenness in me that needs to be repaired. And I released all those stuff that I thought that was buried and forgotten.
The course was an invitation for me to kind of receive that healing in order for me to move forward.
Looking back at my family and understanding the things I had picked up from them, I was able to start doing work to make changes in my current relationship, in my relationships with my friends.
I realize now that walls were not meant to make me bitter, but they were meant to make me better. And that was God's way of dealing with some things in my life. And years ago, I couldn't even have done an interview like this because I was such a nervous wreck inside.
Since I've learned that it's healthy to express yourself and to express those feelings, my relationship with Jesus got deeper and it became more open. I feel like now I can finally just openly tell him the things that's going on in my life and what I'm really feeling.
EHS gave me the permission and God opened my eyes to, look, that stuff inside of you is important. It gave permission to my head to understand it, but it really made my heart connect to it. I was connected to it. It just made so much sense to me.
I really believe that the EHS course opens you up to the different ways that you can and are able to see God working in your life.
8 weeks seems like a long time, but it goes by like that. It becomes instinct and it's so relieving and new, as a Christian.
Give it a shot to take that step of faith and knowing that at times it's going to be painful, but at the end, the result is awesome.
There's a lot of baggage that needs to be released. And until we dealt with it, then we're stuck. My plea is to everyone, take this course.